All right, hi there. We are on to 4NF set number 8, teaching set number 8. So today we're still working on equivalent fractions. The trick to this page is going to be finding the simplest form of the fraction. So we want to reduce each of these fractions that are in the problems here. We want to reduce those to its simplest form. And I'll go over how to do that. But again, it's really working on our facts. We have to know our fact family, or our multiplication facts, to be able to easily figure out what the greatest common factor is between the two numbers, the numerator and the denominator. So we'll go ahead and get started. Fill in the spaces of the model to shade 4/8 of figure G. So if you look at this figure, you can see that there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There's only 6 boxes. There's no way we can make 6 into 8 or 8 into 6 just by splitting these like we've done in the past when we were at school. So we have to, I'm going to go ahead and get closer for you here now. Okay, so we are going to reduce. We're going to reduce our 4/8 over here. So I'm going to look at the numerator and the denominator, and I'm going to say, okay, what is the greatest common factor? What number can I divide both of these numbers by to get the smallest number? I always check to see if the numerator can go into the denominator. So is 4 a factor of 8? Or is 8 a multiple of 4? Is how you could say that the other way. So 4 divided by 4. So we're going to divide by 4 because the answer is yes. 8 can be divided by 4. Top and bottom. What you do to the numerator, you have to do to the denominator, and vice versa. What you do to the denominator, you have to do to the numerator. So 4 divided by 4 is 1. And 8 divided by 4 is 2. So 1/2 is what we need to show on this figure here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I'm going to say, okay, what's half of 6? Half of 6 is 3. So I'm going to shade in 3 of these. 1, 2, 3. And that shows an equivalent fraction to 4/8. Because 4/8 equals 1/2 and 3/6 equals 1/2. Okay, number 2. Same thing, fill in the spaces of the model to shade 6/8 of figure R. So again, if I was to count all these, I'm going to start here and count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay, there's 12. That's not what our denominator is. So 8 parts, 6/8. But I look at 6 and 8. I look at 6/8 and I can say, oh, well, those are both even numbers. I know 2 goes into both of those. So I'm going to divide the numerator by 2 and the denominator by 2. 6 divided by 2 equals 3, and 8 divided by 2 equals 4. Okay, so 3/4. 6/8 is equivalent to 3/4. It equals 3/4. Okay, so then I said this was 12. That would be our denominator, 12. So if I was comparing 3/4 to 12, so 3/4 equals how many 12ths? So I now going from 4 to 12, 4 times 3 is 12. What I do to the bottom, I have to do the top. So times 3. So 3 times 3 is 9. So if I fill in 9/12, that's going to equal our 3/4, which equals 6/8. So 9/12. I'm going to fill in 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And there you have 9/12. or 3 equals 3/4. So 9/12. And number 3. Number 3, fill in the spaces of the model to shade 6/9. 6/9 of figure E. So over here we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 6, 12, 18, 24. So 6 times 4 is 24. Okay, and I look at 24 and 9 and I say, oh, well, I can't make 9 easily into 24. So I'm going to break this down to the simplest form, the smallest form. So what number can I divide both of these numbers by to get a smaller number? So the greatest common factor between these two. Well, 1 times 6 or 2 times 3. Well, I know 9's an odd number, so I can't divide it by 2. But I know it can be divided by 3. So we're going to take 3. And we're going to work 6 divided by 3 and 9 divided by 3. 6 divided by 3 is 2. 9 divided by 3 is 3. 2/3. Okay, so now if I bring that over here, 2/3 is what we need to make equal to our figure over here, which is 24ths. There's 24 sections. Our denominator is 24. Okay, so now I need to figure out how many of these I need to fill in. That would be our numerator, the number on top. So going from 3 to 24, I would say 3 times what equals 24. So 3 times 8, right? And then what we do to the bottom, we have to do to the top. So 2 times 8 is, okay, good, 16. So I'm going to fill in 16 of these. So that was 6, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. So there's our 16/12. Okay, let me fold the paper and move number 4 up a little bit so you can see it a little better. Hopefully our big whiteboard will be in soon. All right, so looking at number 4, same thing, fill in the spaces of the model to shade 5/15 of figure K. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Uh-oh, well, we only have 6 sections there. So 6, well, I can't go 6 times something to get 15, but I look at 5/15. They both end in 5, so I know they're both divisible by 5. So 5 divided by 5 equals 1 over 15 divided by 5. 15 divided by 5, 5, 10, 15 is 3. So 1/3. So now we look over here, we need to make this these sixths right here, equal 1/3. Okay, so 1/3 equals how many sixths? 3 times what is 2? Oh, sorry, gave you the answer. 3 times what is 6? That's right, times 2. 3 times 2 is 6. 1 times 2 is 2. So I need to shade in 2 of the pieces of pie. Right? And for the last one here, you can barely see that line, huh? Okay, fill in the spaces of the model to shade 8/10 of figure Q. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Again, I can't take 10 and just make it into 25 by multiplying. So I'm going to take my 8/10 and I want to reduce it. Well, 1 times 8, none of those work with 10. 2 times 4, 4 doesn't work, but 2 does. So I'm going to divide the top and bottom by 2. So 8 divided by 2 and 10 divided by 2. So half of 8 divided by 2 is 4. 10 divided by 2 is, right, 5. So 4/5 is what we're looking at. And I forgot to write down 25. Those are 25ths. Okay, so we have 25 sections here. Now I need to make these 25ths equal fifths. So how many fifths? Okay, so 5 times what is 25? 5 times 5. And what we do to the bottom, we have to do to the top. So 4 times 5 is 20. So I'm going to fill in 5, 10, 15, 20. I'm going to leave 5 of them empty. So there's 5, 10, 15, and 20. Okay, so that's number 5. So I have a feeling that some of you are going to have questions about this, and I would love to help you. I can Zoom with you, and I can walk you through it. I can Zoom really almost any time if we can set it up ahead of time. That's great. 9 o'clock in the morning is good. 10 o'clock in the morning is good. 11, really any morning is good for me. I can even do evenings if that works best for you guys. So just let me know if you need any help doing your student set. So now it's your job to do student set number 8. And you can take a picture and turn it in that way, or you can just fill it in Google Classroom. So good luck, and let me know if you have any questions. Bye.